Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. We want to talk about a program that the Springfield Fire Department is putting on that focuses on an area of Springfield where they have more incidences of fires than other parts of the city, and what the Springfield Fire Department is doing about it to try to cut those numbers down. So we have Kevin Trogdon, the Division Chief of Community Risk Reduction, with us today, and Heather Parker, the Fire and Life Safety Educator. Guys, thanks for being here. My first question is, I want to ask, what is Project Red Zone? That's the name of this the program that you guys have going on.
Well, back in early 2017, we had seen a significant loss of life from structure fires the year before, and the department looked at ways, how could we address this? And so the discussion was, they came up with, well, let's start doing smoke alarm canvases. And so what we did, well, to back that up, this was all based off of GIS mapping. We would be able to plot on a map the points where fires had occurred or where fatalities had occurred. And then it's called a heat map, and what it was, then we looked at that map and there was a giant red area that kind of went up the west side of center city of Springfield and then loops across the top. And so it was a red zone, and the name just kind of stuck. So we called it Project Red Zone. And what it started out as and still is that we go out on Saturday afternoons from 1 to 5 o'clock, weather dependent, and we just canvass a specific area. And what we started doing was specific neighborhood associations. And we have covered several since then. But it's just, we're out offering smoke alarms or batteries to anybody that needs them.
Sure, and what have firefighters come to realize when they've gotten to some of these homes? Has there been a big need for smoke alarms in some of those areas that you guys have visited?
There have, yeah. I mean, it's surprising the number of people that don't have smoke alarms. They're relatively inexpensive, and they're a lifesaver. And but we've put a lot up over the years.
Sure, and since April 2017, I believe the program has been going on. Around about how many smoke alarms have you guys installed? How many batteries have you brought out? It's been a lot.
It's been a lot. We've installed, since April of 2017, over 2,700 smoke alarms. We've done over 700 batteries, and we have visited over 17,000 homes.
Wow, that's incredible. So there's been definitely a need in a part of Springfield for sure. Recently, you guys have been visiting the Midtown neighborhood in Springfield. Kind of tell me about that. What has been the response from the community there?
Well, initially we worked with the Red Cross on a canvas in the Midtown area on a program they had for getting smoke alarms into houses, but it just turns out that that's the next area we were going to as well. So between the two different groups, we have been canvassing over there for about 3 weeks now. And it's just, we're finding that need. We're coming to these houses and, they may have existing smoke alarms that don't have batteries that work, or they may have existing alarms that they're older than 10 years, which we try to always get those replaced every 10 years. And so we're able to, we always push, we want to put an alarm in every bedroom where someone sleeps, outside every sleeping area, as well as on multiple levels. If you've got a basement or a first floor or second floor, we want to have at least one alarm on every level.
How much does this help the survival rate if there is a working smoke alarm in a home if a fire does break out?
You have, it increases your chances by 50% of survival to have working smoke alarms within your home.
Wow, that's incredible. And I think you guys have stated that this has already saved at least 2 to 3 lives so far. Fires have broken out in homes that you guys have visited and installed smoke detectors, and potentially saved a number of lives already. Besides smoke detectors in homes, what are some other risks that could cause fires that people need to be aware of?
When we're there, we always try to offer up to do what we call a fire and life safety inspection. And that's if the homeowner's willing, then we're willing to walk through the house with them and identify areas, whether it's housekeeping or if it's overuse of extension cords, or just those simple things that folks can do to make it to change and and reduce the risk of having a fire in their house. We can talk about kitchen safety, kitchen fire safety, those things like that. But we always, if we have the opportunity, we try to go through the house, and if we're in the structure, then we can, if we notice something, tell them about it.
Now, a lot of the red zone is centralized in an older section of Springfield. Is there anything to that? Do residents that live in an older home need to be maybe more cautious when it comes to fire risk?
Well, there typically is. The electrical systems are older. The furnace, the heating and air systems are older. Unfortunately, some of those areas, the upkeep on the house is not, isn't taken care of as well as it should be. So a lot of times the conditions in the house are not as good as we would like, and it can lend itself to be, result in more fires.
Sure. Now, you guys will, even if you're not in the red zone area, you guys will assist in anyone that needs a fire alarm. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So how, if someone is in need of that, how can they get a hold of you guys and have you guys come out and visit?
They can call us at 874-2300 and request a smoke alarm.
All right, and what do you guys see the future of Project Red Zone as? You guys have been going strong for a couple of years now. Where does the program go from here?
Well, honestly, we've started kind of on the west side of Springfield, and we have worked across the west side and across the north side. We're kind of starting to come down the east side. I anticipate for the next couple of years, probably we're going to continue this program in the areas that show those elevated chances, where there's been fires a lot in the past, so that we can try to address those areas. Project Red Zone in of itself, that's really what we call a flagship program for community risk reduction. Anything else that we do falls under Project Red Zone. It's just a broad name for the entire community risk reduction program. If we identify opportunities to work with other people on other city departments, whether it's a health department or BDS. I mean, if we can find some other way to help another department, then we're going to do that. And that's all the mission of community risk reduction is to get past just fire stuff, but it's also to look at, if it's children with bike helmets, providing that. Swimming safety, things like that. I mean, we might see something, our crews might see something on a call somewhere that, hey, we can refer this to other people to help them out and get them help in different areas that would support them.
For sure, and I'm sure many lives will be saved in the process as you guys go forward as well.
Hope so.
Kevin Trogdon and Heather Parker from the Springfield Fire Department, thanks so much for coming into our studio today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ozarks Tonight right after this.